It's the Midweek Live Show. Featuring our relevant reporter, Avery Rosenquist. Tonight's guest, Victor Huff. And your host, Josh Hardcastle. Thank you from our live studio audience. Welcome to Midweek Live. I'm so glad that you chose to be here with us. I'm really excited about tonight, about our guests, just about this whole evening and what it's going to look like. I don't know what home life is looking like for you right now, but it's been kind of weird the past couple of weeks. We've been trapped at home trying to figure out what to do. I don't do well with free time. I don't know about you, but I can't just sit. I need to be doing something, and so I've been trying to work with my boys, and Whitney and I are working together with them, trying to figure out some sort of routine and structure for our family. But here's a current live look-in at our home right now. And so, you see all that energy, and here's actually what Whitney and I look like when we go to bed. Man, it's so great for us to be able to be together over technology. I'm so grateful for the technology that we do have so that we can still kind of interact with each other. And speaking of technology, I know a lot of you are homeschooling now, or you should be at least. And so you have to get online, and I don't know if you're watching teachers or doing homework. Knox really likes homework, and so his teacher sent home a packet for the whole week, and he tried to do it in one day. And he's been carrying around his little folder with him to bed. But yeah, we're really just trying to figure out what this world looks like. One of the things that health professionals are recommending is that we wash our hands for at least 20 to 30 seconds. And while we're washing our hands, they've recommended maybe singing a song.
Not touching hands, not reaching out, not touching anybody, just touching you, be. Sweet Caroline.
So, that's always fun. Another thing that they've talked about is maybe try exercising while you're washing your hands, like doing calf raises or getting an air squat in while you're doing that. And I tried that for a week, and here's what my legs look like now. Most of y'all know that I enjoy working out, and gyms all across the country have been closed. And so a lot of people are resorting to working out at home, and gyms are sending out workouts. But we're going to go into a segment that I like to call Home Health Hazards. And we're going to see a couple of people that just aren't doing so great when it comes to working out at home. So here we have somebody using a normal everyday object. Oh, God! And people try to use jump rope, but I don't think it's going to work out. I like how they just kind of give up and walk towards the camera like, I'm done. Treadmill videos are my favorite. I love watching people fail and fall on the treadmill. Oh, no. This guy, oh, man. Yes, this will definitely be a workout for your calves and speed. And there he goes. I think he broke that treadmill in half. He had to pull the cord.
Let me demonstrate this.
All right, here we go, brother. Show us how it's done. Oh!
Count.
That's how you do it, you know what I mean? This kid, he dressed for success. Atta boy. Look how many he's getting. Oh, yeah, that's cheating, son.
One more.
Ooh,
one
now
more.
here is a true talent. Oh. All right, one's enough. There you go. Atmill treadmill. Getting faster. Nice. Well done. At least he can laugh at himself. Oh, and then his son comes in and says, outside. Not setting yourself up for success. Oh, he's got a ball in his hand. Goes up. Oh, boy, Michael Jordan.
Excellent.
All right. Working on your six-pack early, guys. That's the key to success later on in life. It's always good when you can hear the thud.
Who caught that on tape?
More treadmill videos. Let's guess what's going to happen, guys. Not only is she doing it the wrong way, more abs.
Get that. Get it. Get it.
That is very impressive. I will admit that. Oh. All right. This goes under something that I will never ever be able to do because I can't do. Oh man. This just doesn't look like it's going to end well.
Be careful. It's so stupid. Can't even do it.
Yeah, that's right. This is so stupid. You getting exercise?
See how boring that is?
Yep, you look real bored, buddy.
And
But why?
it's dangerous, see? Whoa!
Oh, that was a close one. Oh, there he goes. There's another story out there. I don't know if it's fake or not, but they say you should shave your beard. Men, if you have a beard, you should shave it to help not spread the coronavirus. I don't know if like corona mites get inside your beard. But Riker decided he was going to shave his beard. Here's his before picture. And here's what he looks like after he shaved his beard. Most of us know about social distancing. We've been told, make sure you stay 6 feet at least away from other people. This will help germs not spread. But here's kind of a look at what our staff meetings have looked like and what it's been like in the office for the past week.
Done. Hey guys, thanks for coming to the staff meeting. I just feel so close to you, being in the same room, and I was wondering if later we might be able to set up a Zoom so that we could just kind of hang out after work.
Man, I really need that discussion guide from Josh. Hey, Josh! I need those discussion group guides. Can you email them to me?
I'll get them to you when I'm ready, Steven.
Finally, I want y'all to hear from our expert on staff. We have someone who has been following all the news stories all across the country. We're going to send it over to our relevant reporter, Avery Rosenquist. Avery, can you hear us?
What's up, Midweekers? Avery Rosenquist here with the Relevant Report. Today we have 5 things that are super relevant in America. Number 1 is coronavirus. Surprise. Number 2, coronavirus. 3, coronavirus. 4, coronavirus. And then 5th, I really think is coronavirus. So obviously we'll be talking about the coronavirus today. So we decided to find the top 5 best memes for the coronavirus time, and so we are going to share number 1 with you. CDC, try to avoid touching your face. Me 1 hour later. Okay, I don't even know what to say about this one. What should I say? His face is just so funny. Number 2 best coronavirus meme. What are your hobbies? Me. I like sweatpants and staying at home. I feel like this is every teenager's dream, although online school probably is not very fun. At least you can be now in sweatpants at school, right? Sure. Number 3, schools. We're shutting down. Keep your kids at home. Parents, keep them in my house where I live. Oh no. Honestly though, really feel for the moms and dads at home right now, not used to being with their kids all day. It's great family time, but when you can't leave the house, it's a little much, sure. Me after washing my hands for 20 seconds, 57 times in one day. You start to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Wash your hands, people. And the 5th meme we're talking about is that there's a self-quarantine to-do list out on the internet we should all be following in this time of being cooped up. So, number 1, work on your side hustle. There's probably lots of students that are slacking on this, so get your head in the game. My side hustle was nannying to make some extra money, but I guess since I can now only be 6 feet from a baby, I can't really nanny anymore, so have to figure that one out. Number 2, binge a TV show. You can watch The Office for the 1,365th time, all the way through. Number 3, start that book you bought 5 years ago. Yes, you, with that book from 5 years ago, get to reading. Rack up some much needed nap time. I feel like we're all tired of naps by now, but I guess all we have to do is sleep. And then the 5th one, I'm currently working on checking off. It is learn a new TikTok dance. And so...
Thanks, Avery, for that report. Tonight, I'm really excited about our guest. It's somebody that you all know very well, somebody that I consider a good friend, and I'm really excited to introduce Victor Huff. All right, Victor, thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey, it's a pleasure.
Good to see you, man. How's everything going? You surviving coronavirus? Quarantine?
I almost died the other day, but other than that, I'm okay.
You seem like somebody that likes to be active. You don't want to be trapped and indoors.
I do. Everything's closed. The rec is closed. Everything's kaput, and so I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. Well, glad we made it. We're not 6 feet apart, but we'll be okay. So, so we're going to continue this series that we started back whenever we could meet with physical people, called Jesus BC, talking about Jesus before he was born, Jesus in the Old Testament, and how the Old Testament connects to the New Testament. And so what we did with our interns is we asked all of them to pick their favorite story from the Old Testament or pick their favorite character. So who did you pick? Who's your favorite Old Testament character?
I personally love David. David and the Goliath, David and the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe, David and the lion and the bear. David is just someone who is by far my favorite character besides Jesus in the Bible. Got to say that. David, I relate to David as an Enneagram 7, if you know what that is. David should have been my name, but I was instead named Victor. I wanted to name my kid David, but Avery's dad's name is David, and so we're close, but not like name your kid after me kind of close. And so I chose David for sure.
Okay. So pretty much everybody knows the story of David and Goliath. We know the story of David and Bathsheba, David and the lion and bear that you already talked about, the friendship of David and Jonathan. But what is your favorite, maybe least known story about David?
Good question. I like David and the liar.
Okay.
Not L-I-A-R.
Liar, pants on fire?
No. L-Y-R-E. So okay. A lyre, thanks for asking. Right. A lyre is like pretty much a harp, but smaller. It's like a guitar, but with 8 more strings. So just an extremely complex instrument. We don't ever play them anymore. They're kind of challenging.
But don't you play the lyre?
No, I don't play the lyre. It's on my bucket list to play the lyre. I play the piano instead. But like I relate to David because it's such a hard instrument to learn. There's so many different keys. When I was a child, my mom made me practice from age 5 to age 16, 30 minutes a day. I only got off Easter, my birthday, and Christmas. And so those are the three days I got off. And you might be saying, Victor, you're not even that good at playing the piano. You're right. And so imagine how much harder David would have to practice playing the lyre.
I personally wouldn't have said that, but that's fine.
That's funny. Yeah, yeah. My mom always said, Victor, you'll use the piano later in your life. You'll use it to glorify God. And I said, Mom, I will never play the piano. Mary Had a Little Lamb will not help me later in life. I promise you, I will not use the piano later in life. But she made me keep playing, and I had to be faithful with that thing. I had to play the piano.
Yeah. So how does all this kind of correlate to the story of David, though?
Yeah. So David had to be so faithful with playing the lyre. So pretty much in the story, David gets recruited by King Saul to play the lyre for King Saul. This little farmer boy, this sheep herder, he gets recruited by King Saul to play the lyre, and he goes in and he plays every single day for him. And David had to be faithful as a child. Like, I relate to that. I had to be faithful with the piano, even though I didn't think I would be using it for a king. I definitely didn't think I'd be using it ever again. Yeah. But I had to be faithful with that, and David had to be faithful as well.
And just for our families and students at home, where can they find that story?
It's 1 Samuel 16, 4 through 23. So verse 23 is the one I'm looking at specifically, but that I would definitely recommend reading that for sure.
Okay, awesome. What are the little things that God is calling you to be faithful with?
Good question. Yeah, of course. So recently, I'll admit it, I haven't been faithful with my time. Watching Netflix has been a big thing in the coronavirus. There's nothing else to do, but there's other things I could be doing, like reading the Bible or worshiping Jesus. I could be being faithful with that. Being faithful with the little things leads to being faithful with the bigger. So I definitely would say time right now. And how are you being faithful? Like, how are we being faithful with our time? For sure.
Yeah. So thinking about, how are we being faithful with the things we're watching, the things we're listening to.
Yeah.
I really like that. So let's say you want to tell our students and families one thing that you want them to remember.
Yeah.
What is that one thing?
Being faithful with the little things allows God to trust you with the bigger things. Being faithful with little things leads to being faithful with the bigger things. David was faithful with the lyre. He was faithful with such a small item, and that led to God giving him a whole kingdom. He was faithful with practicing the lyre every single day, and that led to him being able to lead a country, lead a nation, be one of the greatest kings in the history. I would kind of relate it to the story of Jesus and the talents. Jesus tells a story, this parable about the talents, and this rich man gives his servants talents to invest, and one of them doesn't invest, but the other two invest. And Jesus says, I gave you these talents, I gave you these gifts. Invest them. Do them for my kingdom. Like, this is for Jesus' kingdom, and we should invest our talents. We should invest our little gifts, whatever that might be, whether what we're listening to, what we're watching, what we're putting into our system, what we're giving out to people.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So let's say we've got these families that are quarantined together. It's hard to maybe get out and be around other people.
Yeah.
But how can we still what are some examples of some little things that we can do to help our faith grow bigger?
Yeah, of course. Little things like watching something besides Netflix, watching a sermon, watching what you watch is an important one that I always look back to. What you listen to, are you listening to good Jesus, Christian, incredible music? Are you worshiping God with everything that you have? Or there's just some not good stuff that you're listening to, Yeah. Are you being nice to your families? That's hard. I know I've seen so many videos of families just exploding because they're all quarantined together. But are you being nice with the little things with your siblings,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think about in this time of isolation, thanks to technology, we can still connect to other people. And so even a simple phone call to somebody might really make their day if they're feeling super lonely, or just a text message saying, hey, I just wanted to let you know I'm thinking about you and I'm praying for you, or how can I pray for you?
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of these little things like you're talking about are perfect for us to just be aware of other people and not just everything being about us, but how can we use little things that God has given us to help our faith grow, even in this time of isolation where we're not around a big community of people.
Yeah.
So.
God gave David so many little things. He gave him a lyre, he gave him friendships, he gave him a lion and a bear and then a Goliath. And everything just kept getting bigger and bigger because David was faithful with each little thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. I appreciate all of your thoughts.
Of course.
That's
yeah.
some really great stuff. You guys are really lucky because this isn't the last time y'all are going to see Victor tonight. We are going to do a spotlight every single week on people who are really good at things. And so it could be a fun, silly trick. It can be something that people are legitimately good at. I know we've got some really talented students. And so tonight, Victor is going to share some of his talents that he has been given with us. So stay tuned, and it's going to be great. Hey, what's up? I'm on my way into work right now. Can I come pick you guys up? I'm kind of bored. Yeah? Okay, sweet. All right, I'll see y'all in a sec. What's up, guys? Y'all come get in. Man, I wasn't expecting that. It's gonna be great. Let's see who I got. Oh, I locked him out.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, guys?
Fancy seeing you here. Dressed
Come
for
on
the occasion.
in. Hey, it's a party now.
Hello.
What? Boy.
You take up a good chunk of that back
All
seat,
right.
Vic.
Let's do this. How was y'all's day today?
Pretty boring, I guess.
Somebody's not buckled up. Probably me.
Jeez. Breaking so many laws. Social distancing laws.
Yeah, we're definitely closer than 6 feet.
Does anyone have any music?
Uh-oh.
This thing smells really bad.
It's because I worked CrossFit one time.
You did not.
Yep. I've got a picture of it. Prove it.
I thought it was because of Wes.
Snuff the mountain.
Oh,
It's carpool karaoke.
I don't know the words to it.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, still in your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see it getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. Where do you wanna go? It's heaven's off.
The nights. The nights. Oh! This is the greatest show!
This is a good one too. Let's do this one.
I hopped up the plane at LAX with a dream in my cardigan.
This song is dedicated to Gardner,
To Whitney.
to Gideon,
Priscilla.
and to Gabe.
Ollie Rocca.
It's called I Love My Mom. 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 I love my mom.
Hey, it's just a napkin. Hello and welcome to Vic's Magic Show. Today I'm going to be making this simple handkerchief disappear. You can see it's just a simple handkerchief. Are you ready? I'm going to bundle it up and give it a big... Where did that go? Okay, I'm going to bring it back. Ready? I'm going to... How about changing colors? I bet we could change this color. Okay, ready? I'm gonna... Okay, one more time. I'll make it disappear one more time. Watch closely. I'll bring it back one more time.
So thanks again for joining us tonight, everybody. I want to remind y'all about a couple of things. Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, we're going to have our big church service online. At 1 o'clock, Holly's going to be posting a video for kids ministry. And then we're going to have our message at 4 o'clock, followed by small groups. And so if you have not been contacted by your small group leader, or you're not sure who your small group leader is, feel free to reach out to me either by email or phone call, and we'll get you set up. But I think it's really important that we stay connected, even if it has to be virtually. And so make sure that you make plans to join us on those times on Sunday, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.